Welcome back, everyone, to the Today Show with the Disability Channel. We are airing on Facebook Live. We are airing on CJRU 1280 AM. We are airing on Roku. We are airing on Restream on the Disability Channel website. We are airing on your TV in the Halton region. And so excited to be with you on all these platforms, watching you currently live on Facebook. Today I have two phenomenal women that I got to meet on March 8th on International Women's Day. You know, International Women's Day, where we are celebrating diversity, inclusion, empowerment, and making sure that every voice, man, woman, with a disability, without a disability, has a voice. And so it is with great pleasure that I invite two difference makers that I know from Community Living Oakville. Today we have the Director of Quality Enhancement and Services at Community Living Oakville, Alexandra Hoeck Murray. Hello, Alexandra.
Hi, thanks so much for having us again. This is wonderful.
Oh, it's so great. And Alexandra, did I pronounce your name right?
You did. Perfect.
And we are also lucky to have another woman that was with us on International Women's Day, the person that introduced me at the big speaker event. We have Sue McLachlan. Sue, hello.
Hi, how are you, beautiful lady?
Oh, I'm wonderful, fellow two beautiful ladies. So Sue, you and Alexandra, you both live in the Halton region, is that right?
Yeah, Oakville, yeah.
Yep, so Sue, you live in Oakville, and myself, I actually live in Waterdown, but I work at Community Living Oakville.
At Community Living, and so there you go. Look at that, both from two different communities, but part of the fabulous Halton region, which is amazing. And so for the folks that are just tuning in, can you tell us a little bit about what is community living, and then specifically Community Living Oakville?
Sure. So community living, when we say community living, we really want to embrace living in our community, embracing the Halton region, everything that Halton has to offer. And what we're trying to do at Community Living Oakville is ensure that we can really tap into the resources in our community, whether that's businesses or services. We want to really be an intricate part, a valued part, and an included part of Halton region. In terms of Community Living Oakville is an agency that services people with developmental disabilities. And we offer a wide range of services. So everything from residential services where people that we support live. We have a number of day service options, really exciting options where people we support come daily and participate in activities. It could be everything from rec and leisure to skill building, learning. Now, of course, because of COVID, we've adapted and we've moved to online programming. We also have a wonderful employment team who helps find employment for people with disabilities in our community, which is exciting.
That is exciting, especially since also the Disability Channel is another employment opportunity. Everybody at the Disability Channel are people with disabilities and have employment programs too. So maybe we end up figuring out some synergies together.
Yes, that would be wonderful.
So Sue, what are some of the things that you love or leverage from community living?
Well, I love being part of community living for many numerous reasons. It's a great agency, and there's a lot of opportunities, and I just thrilled to be on and honored to be part of the agency and be involved. And I got many friends and besides the agency, but the agency has been terrific. It has given me so many opportunities also. And I got a wonderful support worker friend, Sylvia, and they're all terrific. And and you go and that. So, I mean, it's good to have agencies like community living out there. And I live on my own independently, and I was married to a wonderful, loving husband, but he passed away.
I'm sorry. And he's with you in spirit every day.
Yeah.
Well, he's
So,
smiling down on you on television right now, representing your love for
yeah,
him and for community living.
yeah. I
And
got so many wonderful, supportive people in my life.
yes, well, we are lucky to have you supportive in our lives too. And I'm
Yeah,
going to go
thank
back and
you.
forth, Sue. And
Yes.
so, Catherine or Alexandra, will you take us back to what got you into the field here at community living? What's a little bit about your past that led us here today?
Okay, so for myself, my background actually is in international relations. And when I was studying international relations, of course, diversity relations was a large part of my studies.
Right.
We studied a lot, of course, about ethnicity and culture and gender and ageism, which is all wonderful and important topics. However, disability was a very slight topic that we talked about. We did do focus studies in regards to disability and how it's perceived worldwide. However, again, it always, I always had, this vision in my back kind of pocket that it was something that was important to me. And I always wondered why it wasn't in the forefront. And so after I graduated, I came across a position within a community living agency,
Ah,
and I joined, and I've, been so happy ever since. I think it's just a wonderful agency that services people with developmental disabilities and really puts disability at the forefront, really educates the public and promotes inclusion. So something I'm passionate about and so happy that my life course has led me here.
right. Well, and I love how it's sort of a roundabout journey. So many of us are led here in a roundabout journey.
Exactly.
Can you tell us a little bit about what your title means?
Sure. So my title again is Director of Services and Quality Enhancement. So in terms of services, one of the areas that I oversee specifically is day services. So day services meaning looking for opportunities for the people that we support that are meaningful to them. So based on their specific goals, their individual interests, they could be anything from, rec and leisure activities, as I mentioned before, to skill building, to perhaps healthy living. So if someone wants to look into a yoga class, perhaps, or join a cooking lesson. So historically, my title has revolved around services and ensuring that we can find services that are individually based, fulfilling that person that we support.
Oh,
In terms of quality enhancement, the quality enhancement piece is an area that we're always looking to improve, expand upon, and ensure that we have the best services possible for each person supported. So I look at various factors and data throughout the agency, ensuring that we're always ever changing based on the needs and supports of the people that we serve.
oh, that's extraordinary.
Thank
And
you.
so over to Sue, did that trigger any what's one of your favorite services or recreational pastimes before pandemic or during pandemic?
Well, I love to I love to be involved in many things, and church wise and otherwise, and I love art and craft and there's many things and devotional and you name it. And I thank God for friends and good family and all around me and the PSWs and I so blessed, you know.
Yes. And so have you been able to keep up crafts and crafting during the pandemic?
Yes, and I'm going to be joining a crafting from my building and online, and a class from community living online sometimes.
Isn't that great that things can continue online? I mean, talk about a really big shift. When you talk about quality enhancement, Alexandra, it's a massive role. Did that part of your title get added on during the pandemic, or?
Not during the pandemic, but it really made us think differently. You know, when it was difficult for all of us when COVID hit, we all wondered, what are we going to do? We're at home now, but we still want to be fulfilled, and we still want to end the day feeling that we somewhat contributed or learned or participated in a meaningful way. And so we moved to a virtual format. We have a format now called Stay Connected. Anyone's welcome to join us. We host many different activities throughout the day. And one of the activities that Sue's referencing right now is our art program. So we have some very talented staff who run various programs throughout the day. And that one art program is something that Sue's joined in on many times, and they've done some fabulous crafting ideas. We've also partnered in the past with the Oakville Art Center, who has been wonderful to us. And we're always looking for new partners in terms of people that want to bring their creative spirit and partner with us to actually facilitate and create more programs for people we support.
Oh, that's great. So, Alexandra, how do they find these Stay Connected programs?
So Stay Connected, we promote it via our social media. So you can find us, if you look up Community Living Oakville, you can find us on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, and we're always promoting and any new activities there. And you can reach out to us and be happy to send you a link to join us on Zoom.
And then folks that have programs that they would love to support you with or volunteer with.
Exactly. That'd be wonderful. Volunteers for us are very important, of course, in ensuring that we can provide services and supports in our community. So we're always looking for more volunteers. So if anyone out there is willing to volunteer and wants to participate, please reach out to us. We'd be happy to get you involved.
Well, that's great.